The afternoon sun cast long shadows across Magnolia Park, where 10-year-old Jordan Crawford dribbled his worn soccer ball between two makeshift goals. His backpack lay discarded by the old oak tree, homework forgotten for now. The crisp autumn air carried the distant sounds of traffic and children playing. Jordan's sneakers squeaked against the grass as he practiced his footwork, tongue sticking out in concentration. "Almost got it," he muttered, setting up for another penalty kick. The ball sailed between two orange cones, and Jordan threw his arms up in victory. "Yes. Take that, Marcus from gym class." From a bench 50 yards away, Karen Mitchell adjusted her oversized sunglasses and gripped her phone tighter. The self-appointed neighborhood watch captain had been observing the young boy for the past 20 minutes. Her lips pressed into a thin line as she watched him celebrate alone. "Never seen him before," she whispered to herself. Her manicured fingers hovered over her phone's keypad, debating. Jordan retrieved his ball and wiped sweat from his forehead, completely unaware of the watchful eyes that would soon change everything. Karen stood up abruptly, smoothing her designer blouse before marching across the field. Her heels clicked determinedly against the concrete path. "Excuse me. Young man. What do you think you're doing here?" Jordan caught his ball mid-bounce and turned around, startled. "Oh, just practicing soccer, ma'am." "I've never seen you around here before," Karen said, hands on her hips. "Which house do you live in? Do your parents know you're here alone?" "I live on Maple Street, number 47, Jordan replied politely. "My mom knows I'm here. I always play soccer after school." Karen's eyes narrowed. "Maple Street? That's the nice part of the neighborhood." "I find that hard to believe." "But I do live there," Jordan insisted, his voice growing smaller. "Right," Karen scoffed, already dialing on her phone. "Hello? Yes, police? I'd like to report a suspicious individual in Magnolia Park. He's a young black boy, claims to live here, but I've never seen him before." Jordan's eyes widened in confusion. "Ma'am, please. I'm telling the truth." "You can call my mom, save it for the officers," Karen interrupted, stepping back. "They'll sort this out when they arrive." 5 minutes later, 2 police cruisers pulled into the park's parking lot. Officers Davis and Ramirez approached, hands resting on their duty belts. Jordan stood frozen, clutching his soccer ball against his chest. "What seems to be the problem here?" Officer Davis asked, glancing between Karen and Jordan. Karen rushed forward. "This boy doesn't belong here. He's loitering and being suspicious. Let's hear from the young man," Officer Ramirez interrupted, kneeling to Jordan's level. "What's your name, son?" "Jordan Crawford, sir," he answered calmly. "I live at 47 Maple Street. My mom's number is in my backpack if you need to call her." Karen scoffed loudly. "He's obviously lying. Look at him. Children like that don't live on Maple Street." "They probably stole that backpack too, ma'am. Please step back," Officer Davis said firmly. "We'll handle this." Jordan remained composed despite his trembling hands. "I have my school ID card if you want to see it, officers." As the situation unfolded, curious neighbors began gathering around the park's edges. Several people raised their phones, recording the interaction. Mrs. Thompson from the corner house shook her head disapprovingly at Karen, while Mr. Patel from across the street watched with concern. "Leave that child alone," shouted an elderly woman from her porch. "Let me through." "I know this boy," called out Coach Williams from the community center, pushing through the growing crowd, but others murmured in support of Karen, nodding along with her accusations. The tension thickened as more people arrived, their whispers creating a buzzing backdrop to the scene. Suddenly, a black SUV with city government plates screeched to a halt at the curb. The mayor's seal gleamed on the door as it swung open. Mayor Veronica Crawford stepped out, her power suit crisp, her face a storm of barely contained fury. "Jordan. Baby, are you okay?" she called out, rushing toward the group. Karen's face went pale. "Wait, that's Mayor Crawford?" The officers immediately straightened, recognizing their city's leader. Mayor Crawford wrapped Jordan in a protective embrace before turning to face them all. "Yes, I'm Mayor Crawford, and this is my son," she declared, her voice steady but sharp. "I received a distressing call from Coach Williams about my child being harassed in our neighborhood park." Karen stammered, I didn't know." "He never said." "He told you his name and address," Mayor Crawford cut in. "You chose not to believe him because of his skin color." She looked pointedly at the officers. "And I'm curious why my son, who was simply playing soccer after school, is being interrogated like a criminal." Officer Davis shifted uncomfortably. "Ma'am, we were just responding to a call, yes, a call based on prejudice, not facts," she replied firmly. Karen's face crumpled as the weight of her actions sank in. I'm so sorry. I made terrible assumptions. Oh God, what have I done?" Officers Davis and Ramirez removed their hats. "Mayor Crawford, we deeply apologize. We should have handled this differently," Officer Ramirez said. "Jordan, we're truly sorry for frightening you." Jordan stepped forward, his voice steady. "It's okay, officers. You were just doing your job." He turned to Karen. "But ma'am, maybe next time you could ask questions before making assumptions about people. My mom always says prejudice thrives in silence, but understanding grows through conversation." Mayor Crawford nodded proudly. "Starting next week, I'm implementing mandatory sensitivity training for our Neighborhood Watch program. This isn't just about one incident, it's about creating a community where every child feels safe playing in their own park." The gathered crowd erupted in applause. Karen stepped forward, tears in her eyes. "I'd like to be the first to sign up. Jordan, can you teach me some soccer moves sometime?" Jordan smiled, holding out his ball. "Sure. How about we start right now?" As the sun dipped below the trees, laughter replaced tension, and a community began its journey toward understanding.